Wow. Don't you just miss the Caribbean? That was such a beautiful welcome by our headline sponsor today, the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. Hello, my name is Carol Hay, and I'm the Business Development Director for the CTO chapter, UK and Europe. And we're so happy to have you all join us today because it's all about weddings and honeymoons, romance in the Caribbean. So go into the chat, and if you haven't done so already, introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from because we have a wonderful time to spend with you, with our presenters, and it's all about the Caribbean and weddings and honeymoons. So let me introduce all our experts who are here with us today, and then we can get into the program. So, who do we have with us? Well, as I mentioned, the headline sponsor is Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. And we have Cedric Lynch. So, Cedric, please give everyone that lovely wave. Welcome. We're going to hear from Cedric a bit later. We're also going to hear from Shakira Davis, representing the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. We've also got Aruba in the house, and Charmin DeVries is going to be telling us all about weddings and honeymoons on the happy island of Aruba. We have one of our hotel partners in the house today, and it's Baha in Nassau. And we welcome Anna Cerner. And Anna, we're excited to hear about Baha and all the wonderful opportunities available for those having weddings and honeymoons. We then move on to the Spice Island, Grenada Tourism Authority, and we have two presenters, Lisa Brathwaite and Renee Moses. So hello, Lisa and Renee. Let's have a wave. She's not with us at the moment, but we're also going to hear from Kerry Bartholomew, who's going to be telling us about ocean hotels in Barbados. And so Kerry will join us a bit later because she has lots to share with us. And then we're going to hear from the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Nicole Compton. And Nicole's going to share all the exciting news about weddings and honeymoons. Now, we all know that from listening to the news right across the UK and Europe, we've heard that so many weddings and honeymoons have been postponed because of the current climate. But the Caribbean awaits, and we want you, our agents and our partners, to know that when your clients are ready to travel to the Caribbean, we have a wonderful opportunity for them. And who better to share the news than our experts? And of course, we want to reward you. So if you stay with us until the end of the program, Florian Valmy-Devillers, he will host the wonderful digital prize draw where all your names are entered into the system and you can win either 4 nights at Baha in Nassau or 4 nights in Barbados, split between the Ocean Hotel Resorts 2 properties. And we've also got, for those who, even if you don't win a trip, we have a bottle of rum from St. Lucia and we have a goodie bag from Grenada, the Spice Island. So stay with us, learn and explore a lot more about hosting weddings and honeymoons in the Caribbean. And at the end of it, leave knowing that there's so much more knowledge and information for you because we want to work with you to ensure that when your clients are ready to travel, we are ready to receive them. And before we go into our first presentation from Barbados, I just wanted to remind you that we do have our Caribbean wedding and honeymoon guide. This guide is available on our website, but Florian will also ensure that you all have a link so that you can access this. And once you flick through the pages, you'll see that there's so much information here. We have a checklist because, each destination may have, its own guidelines. So there's a checklist, there's an information about where they can get married, what they can do, some of the elements that you can offer to your clients if they want to have that wow factor experience. So our wedding and honeymoon guide is available, and we will ensure that you have the links to this guide because there's so much more information. It's about weddings and honeymoons. It's brought to you by the CTO chapter UK and Europe. And I'm really pleased to welcome our keynote sponsor presentation. And this is Cedric Lynch from Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. So, Cedric, over to you.
Well, good afternoon, all, and we want to thank you all for joining us. And the Caribbean is a lovely region, as mentioned before, and you'll have a little bit of information on all the islands. But to begin with Barbados, Barbados can be or is known as the ideal romance destination. The island is quite unique, and this is where forever for you can begin in Barbados. We do have loads of different options for where you can have your special day, where you can take the plunge, where you can tie the knot, so to speak. So we can start with something like one of our more mountainous areas with a great backdrop you're seeing here, which is called the Cherry Tree Hill in the northeast of the island. Some of the key facts of the island, the capital city is Bridgetown. We are very tiny, 166 square miles, and about the same size as the Isle of Wight, but we do punch way above our weight. And as you can see, our official language is English, and we do have an exchange rate which can be hoping to get better. Now we're going to start with traditional weddings, which when we say traditional, we means these are the basic offerings we have, and then you as a wedding or agent or wedding coordinator can then add some pieces on the top of it to make sure that it is ideal for the lucky couple. So traditionally, a beach wedding setting, something like this, we can set up with most of the hotels can do that for you. You can let us know how much the party will be joining us, and of course they will put together the amount of seating area around so nobody misses the perfect moment. You have the traditional resort wedding. So this is one of our hotels, the Ocean 2 hotels, a basic setting. Again, you can add what you want. You've got the perfect backdrop of the ocean, and then your color scheme can fit as well. Then we can move inland. We have loads of villas, plantation houses. For those looking for a good garden, a bit of greenery, you can have your wedding at these various venues. And it's been known by photographers to use the black and white effect, so your pictures get a little bit more character to include the setting. There's always the church setting of a wedding, and we have many different denominations in Barbados. So whether you're Catholic, Hindu, Indian, there will be different set rules, different set venues, etc., that you can choose from all over Barbados. This is the St. John's Parish Church, and this is in the east of the island. Really traditional wedding. As you can see, they can put together all the decor and thing needed, depending again on your color scheme, etc. So to move on to something more unique, some people come to Barbados, and we are proud to say too that we are one of the only islands where you can get married on the same day of arrival in Barbados. You can apply for your marriage license, etc., or you can go through your hotel to put everything in motion, and you can land on the same day, get married, and be gone. This has been done by many a cruise client before. Just came to Barbados, fall in love with the place, and managed to get everything done in a day and be off. But here are some unique venues where we have had weddings before as well. We've got the Harrison's Cave, which is in the center of the island, and you can go on a tram trip through the whole attraction, and you can pick your point where you want to get married. It's also great for people who are out and looking for something different, unique, and something romantic. And speaking about caves, we have another cave in the north of the island called the Animal Flower Cave. As you can see, it's open to the sea. Over time, it has been beaten away by the Atlantic, and you have a nice little pool there where you can actually do your weddings as well, and it's quite another romantic site on the island. Now, this is the Atlantis submarine, and we've had a boast by a few brides and grooms who have taken this option. They have got married aboard the Atlantis submarine, and you could be as far as 150 feet below sea level. Something to brag about, and it can be set as you wish again. You have your minister on there as well as your guests, etc., and all your drinks and food can also be on there. So another unique one that you can look at. So we can move on now to some of the touches that go along with wedding and romance. And in this case, for those who might want the perfect figure to fit into your dress on the special day, you can arrive in Barbados a little earlier and start to get yourself more pampered. So you might want to do some paddle boarding or a bit of yoga. You can also choose to do the paddle boarding as mentioned just now. There's a bit of his and hers and enjoyment time. Top up the tan a bit to make sure the pictures are perfect for you. There are several top of the line restaurants, etc., that you can book. They can either be the venue for your wedding. You can also use them for your place for your reception as well. And you've got loads of top restaurants: Lone Star, La Cabane, and this picture is a shot of the cliff. Other people would prefer to do a little bit of soft adventure. Again, this can be, you can use this for romance as well as extra activity whilst you're in Barbados looking to get married as well. So you've got in your soft adventure, you might want to take a hike through the center of the island, have a bit of fresh air as well, and it's nice and cooling. Although there will be some sun about, so you can help work on the tan again. You might choose to come to Barbados and to fit your wedding around a festival of some sort. And we have loads of festivals. You have the Vuja Day, you have the Reggae Festival. If you're more traditional and into the history of the island, you might want to do the Celtic Festival, which is in May. And then a visit to some of our areas which are quite lively at night to get your dancing shoes on and get yourself together. Now, a sunset cruise is one you cannot beat aboard a catamaran. It's quite romantic, and as you can see from the picture here. We've also had people who've taken their whole wedding aboard a catamaran cruise, and a couple actually did what they call taking the plunge. They jump in the ocean with everything on. So that's an option for something picturesque and for the adrenaline junkies. Now, getting over to Barbados, we have a set of flights starting as soon as the lockdown is over. So starting the 11th of November, we should have some weekly flights from London Gatwick. And starting in December 5th, we will have daily flights from Heathrow. And then Virgin jumps aboard as well. So there's you've got double options to get in there. Daily from London Heathrow, that starts on the 9th. 7th of December, twice weekly from Manchester. And 6th of January, 3 times weekly again from Manchester. Now, we know that COVID is about now, and it's one of the major topics. We are very happy to see that the government is trying to help out now and trying to get the testing organized better for you. But in a nutshell, if you're going to Barbados, you need to do your COVID test 3 days before arrival. Then in Barbados, once you've arrived, you do a second test 5 days after your first test. Once you've got your double negative, you need your first negative to get on the plane. And once you've had your second negative, then you're free to enjoy yourself in Barbados. Go where you like, do what you want, and enjoy your holiday, wedding, romance, whatever you plan to do. You can find out all the rules and the protocols for entry into Barbados on our website, visit barbados.org, or you can also jump on to barbadostravelprotocols.com. All information is there. Yes, so thank you for joining us, and we hope you've gathered a bit of information on what you can do, the different options available on Barbados. And we look forward to you joining us in 2021 when the whole place opens up again from here in the UK. Thanks again.
Great. That was a great presentation and ended with such a lovely video of Barbados. Thank you so much, Cedric. Barbados obviously is one of my favorite destinations, along with every single destination in the Caribbean. I think it's fair to say I'm a Caribbean fan, and I know I'm not the only Caribbean fan. So to our agents with us now, get chatting. Where is your favorite spot in Barbados? Have you been to Barbados before? And if you haven't been to Barbados before, are you going to win that 4 night stay that we have given away today to Barbados? So, Cedric, a quick question for you before we move on to our next presenter. Where's your favorite spot in Barbados for the photographs after the wedding has taken place? Where would you recommend the agents say to their clients, you've just got to go there to get your lifetime wedding shots in Barbados? Where do you recommend?
Oh dear, Carol, you put me on the spot here now. There's so many great venues and scenic areas. I would say if you do get married, let's say midday to afternoon, and you're looking for a perfect sunset opportunity for your pictures, you can do the West Coast, or you can do like Carlisle Bay, which is a lovely stretch of beach, very calm, and one of the best places that you can get the sunshine, the sunset backdrop.
Excellent. Thank you, Cedric. That's why I asked for those insider tips because you always know. Really great presentation. Love the videos, and the agents can get a lot more information on our website and your website also. So it's all about weddings and honeymoons. It's the Caribbean. And now we're going to move on to beautiful Antigua and Barbuda.
Thank you for that introduction, Carol, and thank you everyone for joining this afternoon. My name is Shakira. I'm from the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, and I'm here to tell you why Antigua and Barbuda is the perfect place for romance. So the destination is located in the center of the Caribbean, which is why it's often known as the heart of the Caribbean. It's about an 8-hour flight from the UK, and you can fly with British Airways and Virgin. So Antigua and Barbuda is very small. Nowhere is longer than a 40-minute drive away, and you can get around the island via taxi, and you can also use the option of hiring a car. To get from Antigua to Barbuda, you have 4 options. So you can take a yacht charter, or you can also use a ferry, and that's around a 90-minute journey across the sea. You can also fly by helicopter or plane, which is between a 10 to 15-minute journey. And if you're very brave, you can take a swim. So at the moment, Antigua and Barbuda are operating with health and safety protocols. So anyone wishing to come to the islands have to ensure that they have a negative COVID test taken up to 7 days before they fly. You must also ensure that you're using face coverings when you're in public, and we encourage regular sanitization. Antigua and Barbuda is an award-winning destination. So last year in 2019, Antigua was voted the Caribbean's most romantic destination by the world. Antigua and Barbuda was voted the Caribbean's most romantic destination by the World Travel Awards. And this year, we were voted the Emerging Sustainable Destination of the Year by Lonely Planet. So I have 7 reasons why Antigua and Barbuda is the perfect place for you. Reason number 1 is that marriage is very simple. There's no residency required, so the same day that you land on the island, you can actually go home and be married. So all you need is your valid passport, proof of citizenship, and proof of marital status. The current protocols for weddings at the moment is that there is a maximum of 25 guests, and we ask that all guests wear facial coverings and follow social distancing guidelines. So reason number 2 is the beaches. Antigua is known for its 365 beaches, which means there's always a beach for every day of the year. So you can get married on our beaches, and they are the perfect backdrop for those wedding photos. Reason number 3 is the bar and restaurants. So there are a number of bars and restaurants that you can go to in Antigua. A lot of them cater to weddings and receptions, and you can organize private dining as well. So here is Catherine's Cafe. Oh, and Sheer Rocks. Reason number 4 is the tours and attractions. A lot of the tours and attractions are water-based, but there are some land-based attractions that you can use. So couples can go horse riding, they can take a trip around the island in an ATV, and some tour operators also offer the option of taking an island tour in luxury air-conditioned vehicles. There are also therapeutic activities. So here is Nicole's Table, where couples can learn to cook traditional Antiguan and other Caribbean cuisines. And here are some of the water sports. So you can swim with stingrays, you can use the reef riders and explore the seas around the islands, you can go scuba diving, and you can also go windsurfing. So Antigua and Barbuda is known as a top destination for sailing and yachting. So if you'd like to relax, you can charter a yacht and get taken on a tour around the islands. You can also get married on yachts as well, which is perfect for romance. So there are also sunset cruises, which is a great backdrop for wedding photos. And reason number 5 is the settings. There are many settings on the island that are great for those looking to book a wedding or just to go on their honeymoon. So you can get married in some of the historical churches, there are windmills, and the photo on the left is Shirley Heights, which overlooks English Harbour. There are also over 20 offshore islands in Antigua and Barbuda, so you can take a trip there, you can organize a private picnic, you can get married on the islands, and this is perfect for those looking for social distancing and just for a more intimate romantic experience. So here are some photos of some evening backdrops provided by Indigo Events, which is one of our wedding coordinators on the island. There are a few of those, and you can have multi-faith ceremonies and other symbolic ceremonies as well. And here are some lovely daytime photos. So these are taken of a wedding setting being held on the beach. So reason number 6 is our accommodation. There is a lot of world-class accommodation on the island. So some of the villas on the island are all inclusive and they're adults only, and some of them offer the option of organizing a complimentary wedding if you stay there for at least 7 days. These are also wonderful for people on honeymoons as well. So last year, the Royalton Antigua opened these overwater bungalows. And a lot of our resorts offer well-being services. So some resorts offer sunrise walks. You can take advantage of yoga classes, couples treatments, and spa treatments. And there are also a number of private luxury villas, which you can also get married in. Some of the villas offer the option of hiring a private chef, so couples don't have to worry about what they're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they can focus on wedding planning or just spending quality time together. And last but not least, reason number 7. This is my favorite. So Barbuda is known as a well-kept secret of the Caribbean. It's great for those interested in being in an eco-friendly environment. Barbuda is home to the largest frigate bird sanctuary on the West Hemisphere. There are also underground caves, which were inhabited by some of the original people that lived on the island as well. And there are also pink sand beaches, and nothing says romance like a lovely beach with pink sand. So you can get married on these beaches, and you can also use it as a backdrop for wedding photos, and you can have so Barbuda also has a number of pink sand beaches where you can get married, and you can have couples picnics as well. So that's a bit about Antigua and Barbuda. Thank you for listening.
And thank you too, Shakira. That's a lovely presentation. And having been to Barbuda, I still remember those pink sand beaches. And honestly, I don't think people realize how pink the sand is until they actually have the experience to go there. So thank you so much for sharing. And now, my question for you, your insider tip. Where would you recommend that a multi generational wedding go for their photographs? You have the grandparents, the bride, the groom, the cousins, the kids, everyone's there for this wedding. Where are some of the places that they should go to get some pictures?
So I'd suggest English Harbour, especially in the evening. It's a beautiful setting for wedding photos. If you can get a yacht, that would also be a lovely setting as well. And those are my 2 recommended places for wedding photos.
And we thank you very much. We really like the insider tip. And I do hope that, clients of the agents here today will have the opportunity to go to Antigua and Barbuda and have their magical wedding. And one thing we want to point out to everyone that even though they're getting married in paradise, that wedding, that marriage is legally binding. And when they get back to the UK, they're still married. But we always like to share that because, we work in paradise, but at the same time, we do follow the rules. So, Shakira, thank you so much. Get in the chat and speak to the agents and answer all the questions that they want to know about Antigua and Barbuda. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. And now we're going to go straight on. The Caribbean is such a vast area and we can island hop and we can visit so many different places. So now we're going to spend a few minutes at the Casa de Campo resort in the Dominican Republic and look at their enticing video. Let's share that moment in paradise. Wasn't that beautiful? We're not joking when we say love is in the air. It's weddings and honeymoons and it's the Caribbean. We've heard some from some great destinations and now we're going to move on to the beautiful island of Aruba, the happy island. Let's take a look at Aruba.
I take you to be my best friend, my faithful partner, my one true love, and my inspiration. I promise to encourage you and inspire you, and to love you truly through good times and bad. I want to wake up next to you every morning of my life and see you in my arms as you open your eyes. Even sitting next to you, doing absolutely nothing, means absolutely everything to me. Now we will feel no rain, for we will be shelter for each other. Now we will feel no cold, for we will be warmth to one another. Now there will be no loneliness, for we will be companion to each other. I will forever be there to laugh with you, to lift you up when you are down, and to love you unconditionally through all of our adventures in life together. You are my light, my wish, and every dream I've ever had. I want sunrise and sunset with you. I want your smiles, your kisses. You make me complete, more than my eyes can ever express. And each day, each moment by your side is the greatest day of my life. With you, I know the meaning of true love. You make my whole world aglow. My heart flutter just as when I first saw you. You are my once-in-a-lifetime love. Through hard times, which we will face, we will find a way back to each other. I love you in all of your forms. My lover, my lifelong partner, my best friend. I believe we were fated to meet, summoned by destiny. And I would choose you 1,000 times over in 100 lifetimes. I would wish for you again, and I would find you again, my one true love.
Wow. Aruba definitely brought romance into the house today. That is fantastic. Charmin, that is such an introduction. So I hand over to you to tell us some more about Aruba, the happy island, weddings, honeymoons, and romance. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Carol. Well, what can I say? I hope that video that you saw, that taster that you got of Aruba, left you wanting more. And so I'm very happy to give the Aruba presentation to you today, the One Happy Island, and I will take you through the presentation and show you why we are the One Happy Island, not just for weddings and honeymoons, but we're going to focus on weddings and honeymoons today. Bombini, as we say in Aruba, welcome to the One Happy Island in the Lower Caribbean, just off the coast of Venezuela. And let me take you through and show you why Aruba is the perfect destination for a wedding and a honeymoon. So as you can see, our beaches are definitely one feature. Going over to the next slide. So we have here a summary of some of the reasons why Aruba really is the perfect destination for a destination wedding, a honeymoon, even for a romantic trip. We have the perfect weather. Because Aruba is situated in the lower Caribbean, it is completely outside the hurricane belt. We get very little rain and we get a lot of sun. We are among the sunniest islands in the Caribbean, so you can book your wedding and honeymoon all year round without having to worry about changing weather conditions, which I think is definitely a plus if you want to be flexible, or if you choose not to go in during high season, you can basically go any time of the year. Another plus is our natural settings. We have an enormous amount of beaches, hidden, secluded beaches, white sandy beaches in front of the hotels. We boast some of the longest beaches in the Caribbean, and award-winning beaches, among which Eagle Beach, a beach that has won many awards and that has been named one of the best beaches in the world by TripAdvisor. So our natural settings are definitely a plus. We have a national park called Arikok, which is 20% of the entire island and is completely protected area with beautiful rugged beaches and bays, secluded coves, where you can still find ancient Indian drawings dating back to historic times, very varied landscape. But of course, the resorts, very important. We're going to touch on that a bit more as well. We have all types of resorts to suit all types of needs and tastes. We cover the whole spectrum of accommodation, from luxury high-rise branded chain hotels, all-inclusive, not all-inclusive, all right on the beach, to low-rise boutique properties, all unique and special. In fact, one of the boutique properties in Aruba is completely carbon-free, the only first and only one in the Caribbean. And sustainability really is important to us. We have a lot of hotels that are Green Globe certified, that are very committed to protecting the environment. We have made some huge strides in Aruba towards that goal, to not only welcome our visitors and give them a great experience, but protect the island at the same time. We banned plastic bags on the island, and this year a complete ban on single-use plastic went into effect as well. And we've also banned the use of sunscreens that contain oxybenzone, which is a damaging substance to the coral reef. And there are many more other initiatives taking place on the island. So we're very happy to note that we're not just one happy romantic island, but we're also a sustainable island. Of course, convenience and comfort is very important. I will touch upon that a little bit later as well. We have you covered, all bases, whether you want to pre-plan at home and just come to the island for your special day, or you want to hire wedding planners on the island to take care of everything. You name it, it can be provided. We are known as the One Happy Island because of our island hospitality. It is one of the main reasons that people cite for coming back is, besides our award-winning beaches, the locals, the welcoming nature of the locals, the top quality service that you get everywhere. And I really think that's one of the reasons why weddings and honeymoons are also popular in Aruba, because you are always greeted with a smile. Civil marriages can be arranged in Aruba. We can host all types of religious ceremonies. And as I said, wedding planners, we have a wide range of wedding planners available, both in-house at the hotels as well as independent. And we're also known as one of the safest islands in the world, not just in terms of low crime rate, but we have the best drinking quality of drinking water. So you do not need to buy bottled water. You can just drink from the tap. As I said, we have perfect weather conditions. And of course, with COVID-19 currently very much alive and kicking, we have introduced a range of health and safety measures to ensure that if you travel to the island during COVID, you can experience a perfectly safe and happy holiday. So just moving on to the next slide. So here you see a romantic setting that is so exemplary for Aruba, because water sports is one of the top features on the island. If you want to have an active honeymoon, you can do a wide range of things from paddle boarding to stand-up paddle yoga. You can do kite and windsurfing. We're actually one of the wind and kite surf hotspots in the world. You can do beach tennis, you can do kayaking, you name it. But you can also have a very relaxing wedding or honeymoon on one of our sailing cruises. We definitely highly recommend going on a sunset sail. It is the ultimate form of romance. It, as previous presenters also mentioned, it is a great backdrop for your wedding pictures. You can go during the day on a sunset cruise with snorkel stops and, experience some of the most beautiful underwater places on the island. Or you can go at night for the ultimate romantic sunset cruise. We have catamarans going out. We have luxury sailing cruises that offer food and beverage, high standard food and beverage on the cruise. You can also do other things, romantic activities. Like I mentioned, you can go to Arikok for a hike, the biggest national park in Aruba, where we boast secluded coves, hidden bays, and a very rugged and varied landscape for you to explore. You can go on a serene horse ride expedition through the countryside of Aruba or right on the beach, on the coastline. You can even do that during sunset. We boast a sizzling nightlife consisting of a wide range of different bars, cocktail bars, pubs, a myriad of restaurants, both top of the line, high end, as well as local, toes in the sand, fresh catch of the day. You can go for spa treatments. We have a lot of top of the line spas in Aruba at the hotels, the boutique hotels, as well as the high rise hotels. And I think one of the most romantic things you can do on the island is to go for a couples massage. That really is the ultimate way to relax, rejuvenate, get in touch with each other and experience an amazing view at the same time. So here you see, what that looks like. This is a beautiful spa cove at one of the hotels. Just imagine lying there, being massaged and experiencing this together. We have other spa coves on the beach. We have Balinese type spas. We have everything. And I think it would be great to illustrate with just a short video snippet. Now, doesn't that look wonderful? I deliberately decided not to talk over it because I think you need to experience it quiet and serene. And, the only thing you hear when you're lying there is the wind gushing and the ocean, because we have a permanent sea breeze to keep you cool when it's hot. So, no, I think that really is one of the ultimate things to do in Aruba when you're experiencing your honeymoon or after your wedding. You want to pamper yourself, or maybe even in the run up to the big day. You want to get some spa treatments out of the way and feel really rejuvenated when you start getting ready for your destination wedding. So this is something that we are really excited to announce and that we cannot emphasize enough. We are the first in the Caribbean to introduce the Happily Ever After guarantee. I'm just trying to see. Yes, here it is. Happily Ever After guarantee is something that we introduced in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. We know that it's really difficult to plan a trip, let alone a wedding or a honeymoon, which is a once in a lifetime and has to be really special. And, you just don't want anything ruining it. So with this Happily Ever After guarantee, we guarantee that if you book your wedding or honeymoon for 2021 and due to COVID restrictions, you are unable to actually go on your honeymoon or plan your wedding in Aruba, you can postpone it for up to a year after you've booked for free. So you do not have to incur extra costs. And there is a very flexible postponable policy that allows you to even cancel to postpone, obviously, but cancel to postpone shortly before you were actually due to go on your honeymoon or to start your wedding. So I think this is something that, we cannot emphasize enough. You have up to a year from your event date to go ahead with your wedding or honeymoon and postpone it for free. There are many hotels that are signed up for this should you be unable to go through with it because of COVID-19. So just backtracking to some of the things that I mentioned just now, why is Aruba the perfect destination for your next wedding or your honeymoon? Like I said, we have the perfect weather conditions. We are among the sunniest island in the Caribbean. We are outside the hurricane belt. You do not have to worry about, weather conditions messing up your big day or your big trip. You can plan it any time of the year. We have stunning natural backdrops, which will make for excellent wedding pictures from the rugged north shore with stunning bays and rock formations to the perfect white sandy beaches on the south with crystal clear waters. The national park that I mentioned, secluded beaches with mangroves. We even have sand dunes, and we have so many things to offer that will not only inspire you to explore the island, but it will also give you the best wedding pictures ever. And like I said, island hospitality, we are known for our welcoming and friendly locals. That is why we are called the One Happy Island. Everything will be taken care of. You can plan civil marriages. We can cover all religious ceremonies. And we have top-notch wedding planners both at the hotels as well as independent to assist you. And you will be doing it in a safe and secure environment. So I think that concludes the presentation. And there is so much more that I could talk about when it comes to Aruba and romance, but I really think you have to experience it for yourself. So I want to say thank you to everyone, Masha Danki, and I really hope you will consider Aruba as an alternative, beautiful, unspoiled wedding destination for your clients.
Charmin, that was a wonderful presentation. And I think that anyone who didn't know anything about Aruba before or didn't know as much, they've certainly learned a lot today. And you've definitely whetted our appetite. And I'm sure that many people will want to visit Aruba. And a very quick question for you. Hen nights, the bride's there, her bridesmaids are there. Where should they go the night before the wedding to have a fun night in Aruba?
Well, I think we have, several places that we can take people to. One of my favorite spots to go for a hen night would be Palm Beach. Not only does it boast a myriad of different bars, but you can go all out at crazy pianos, sopranos. You can go clubbing. You can go for top-notch cocktails and sushi. I mean, there is such a wide range of places to go that I think the best and, most fun hen night will be had somewhere along Palm Beach. But I also have a secret tip to keep it short. We have these really fun party buses called Kuku Kunuku. And you can go bar hopping on this fun party bus with maracas in hand and, a really nice party atmosphere. But you can also go more high end with a wine on down the road, a tour where you go to different high end restaurants for a wine tasting. So I think there's something for everyone.
Excellent. You certainly sold it to us. And I really hope that as the industry opens up and we see more people traveling, that definitely we can have more of our clients going to Aruba, because it sounds to me like it's a fun-filled wedding and honeymoon experience. Thank you so much. Great presentation. And get chatting, because I know that our agents will have lots to ask you and there's a lot more that you can share. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Thank you. We leave the beautiful island of Aruba and we now travel up to Nassau in the Bahamas because we're going to have a presentation from Anna who's going to introduce Baha to us. So Anna, it's all over to you now. We are excited and we want to hear from you.
Greetings from the Bahamas. My name is Ulrich Samis, General Manager of the 1800 room Grand Hyatt Baha. We're delighted to welcome you here to the Bahamas, and we hope you have a great time when you're here with us in the future.
Welcome to beautiful Baha. My name is Axel Gasser. I'm the Vice President of SLS Baha. We operate some of the most delicious, fantastic restaurants here, along with our beautiful 300 lifestyle rooms. We look forward to welcoming you and truly giving you the rest of lifestyle here at Baha.
And hello everyone, and all of you wedding professionals and honeymoon professionals. I would like to welcome you from Roadshow Baha. This is Luigi Romaniello, the Managing Director, and we are so looking forward to having you back so we can celebrate a wonderful wedding or honeymoon experience here at Baha with us.
Welcome to Baha.
Hi, my name is Ana Serna. Thank you, and thank you all for being here with us. I am part of the marketing team of this spectacular destination, graced by the beautiful waters, clear waters of the Bahamas that are very particular. Today, I am glad to give you an introduction and an overview of why Baha is one of the best destinations for weddings, honeymoons, and my also celebrations as well. Why not? So, we're going to start. Baha is, as Carol mentioned, it is located in Nassau, Bahamas. We are located in this area that we call Cable Beach, which are the best beaches in the Nassau. We are, Bahamas is 300 days, I would say 360 years of blue waters. The average temperature is 85 degrees. The temperature of water is 80. We have 700 islands, and we have 17 of them that are ready to welcome in tourists with different variety of blue waters. Independence 45 years old, and value of the Bahamian dollar is like about £1 and 34 pounds. Then I'm gonna pass to the next slide, talking about what is Baha. Baha Complex is the largest casino in the Caribbean. We have 3 luxury hotel brands, well renowned. We have 40 food outlets, which between restaurants and bars. We have more than 10 pools for our guests. We have our Explorers Children's Program. We have 200 square feet food eatings and venues for any kinds, and we have a very wide variety of scenarios for celebrations. We have a nightclub. We have a very premier offering in the destination. We have a golf course, Jack Nicklaus, tennis courts, and something that we at Baha value, our 3 pillars are culture, community, and conservation. So we have the largest Bahamian art gallery on campus, and then you actually have access to be in touch with our artists and make some workshops and activities. We have some also for the conservation. We have our aviary. We have activities to get in touch with marine life as well and learn from it. And so we are like also very in touch with our community, which is for us the main reason for our success. So now we're gonna pass to the next slide. Sorry, but I think a little bit of technical problems. So talking about Baha, it is a big resort destination. However, once you are there, there is, I would like to tell that Baha is a collection of this small intimate bouquet of a space around the property. Everything all is connected. You don't need to take any transportation to anywhere. Everything is walking distance. The farthest way is like 10 minutes. The only part that we have shuttle transportation is to our golf course, which is Royal Blue, and it's 5 minutes, and we provide the shuttle. As we mentioned, we have three very luxury and well recognized brands, which are Grand Hyatt, SLS, and Rosewood, and we have in total 2,300 rooms. Here, talking about Grand Hyatt, is our biggest resort with 1,800 rooms. Then we have Rosewood Baha, which has 237 rooms. And we have also our resort SLS Baha that has 299 rooms. We have, as we mentioned, the biggest casino in the Caribbean. We have 100,000 square feet, 11 slot machines, table games 126, and we have our areas for high rollers. We have also a very specialized team in the casino that can take care of those special guests traveling to the Bahamas. We have, as I mentioned, the biggest art gallery of Bahamian art in the destination, and that is part of our team led by John Cox, which is one of the most renowned Bahamian artists, not only in Bahamas, but also internationally. And you can do workshops talking about weddings and talking about honeymoons. It is a perfect place to do activities that integrate, the family, integrate the couples doing something with art. So you can discuss with our artists how to make these private experiences as well. Sorry, we have Espa, which is this brand that you may know very well. So we were the first one in the Caribbean. We have 24 luxurious treatment rooms, and we have some areas that are outside that they provide you with some very nice massage for the couples. And now we are getting with a very nice menu, integrating the ingredients and the culture of the Bahamas as well. Okay. We have our racket club of tennis. We have 9 court with different bays. We have something very interesting about this tennis court. We welcoming the Necker Cup with Sir Richard Branson, because at that time Necker Island was damaged. So we were hosting that event, and it was wonderful to start our tennis services with them. It was a very nice experience. Amenities have the water sports. We have a jet also if you wanted to book a private experience as well. We do have our children's program. And I mentioned children's because when you have a destination weddings, then you have some families. So you wanted to make sure that everybody is entertained. And they may cater for you private experiences as well. So if you want them to take care of the kids, and then you can have fun in the different activities of the wedding. We have Long Key, which is our private island. You can rent it for the day. You can rent it for an event as well. We have a beer, so from there you get to your boat and you get to the private island. We have a flamingo key. We have the water sports, and then about experiences. Most of our experiences can be private. You can book it with the concierge team of Age Propriety Resort, which is wonderful. So if you wanted to do something for your family only, you can do it. After this, we're going to send the presentation so you have all the details, and you can absolutely contact me as well. So these are some pictures of our Spaces Nexus Club that is in partnership with Justin Timberlake and Tiger Goods. We have the view of our jet that can be rented for events as well. And we have our private island that you can cater a very nice wedding celebration there with your friends. We have the kitchen. This is a kitchen in the kids club that actually looks like kitchen of the TV show. So we also rented for private experience, even for grown-ups. So if a couple wants to do a cooking class, they can do it as well. We have our Baha Bay Beach Club, which is new. You can see the clear waters. We have several pools, and we name them as an active or passive. So you choose in which space you want it to be. Some of the activities with art that can be private lessons. You can have yoga also with our flamingos. and some of our alfresco restaurants as well. We have a variety of options, and for events, of course, we have a variety of venues, outdoor and indoor. We have also a world-class vendors on the island, the best for wedding planners and from decoration. We have a lot of very high-profile weddings, and they know how to do the perfect service for everyone. And the good thing is you have these 3 resorts, so you can also have different guests staying. If they wanted to prefer to stay at the Grand Hyatt, they can. If they prefer to stay at the Rosewood, they can do it. Or if the young buy wants to stay at the SLS, they can stay as well. So these are some images of some of the places that we have for weddings. And thank you so much for being here. I will just add a recap. Right now for Bahamas, to all of you, we are requiring a PCR test COVID 5 days before you get to the island. You go to the website of the Bahamas and you apply for the health visa, which is $40 for 5 days. And if you stay more than 5 days, it costs $60. However, includes a second test that they will provide to you just to make sure that you are all perfect. And that the test is included on the visa. Also, there is a travel insurance within the visa. And we are taking, of course, all the precautions for the well-being of you and your guests as well. We are very excited for our opening. There is so many new things also coming up to Bahamar. And I think for these times, this is the perfect place for you to come together with your loved ones, to celebrate milestones, to celebrate your wedding, to come in a honeymoon, to have a multi-generational trip as well, because we have a little bit of everyone. And this is a video that introduces you a little bit of our piece of heaven. If you can put it. Thank you.
The search for the spectacular is in our very nature. As we discover the world, awaken our senses, and dive into it all. Spectacular is in the moments that linger quietly and the unforgettable times when we're feeling it together. And while sometimes it may seem distant on the horizon, it's always closer than we think. In the breeze and out in the sunshine, spectacular awaits.
Yes.
Anna, that was
Yes.
absolutely beautiful. And I love the welcome from the 3 general managers. I thought that was such a welcome to have your general managers of the 3 properties greet us. And we do look forward to meeting them in person. So that was really brilliant. And as you say, Bahamar is 3 properties. So there's a lot of information there. But a quick question for you. An intimate wedding, 4 people. Where would you suggest, which restaurant should they select for an exquisite wedding dinner, just 4 people?
Oh my goodness, that is a tough question. We are also well recognized as a international culinary place to be. We have like a variety of Italian, Chinese, Japanese, and all of them, most of them, they have a terrace, so you can book and you can go and have your wedding. We have also some bars like a Sky Bar that is in the rooftop. So if you wanted to even book it for yourself or the 4 people and have something there, you can do it. I will say we have Karna that has a beautiful terrace as well, so you can do the celebration. Or even though you see it big, we have these small terraces that they can cater. If you're staying at the SLS, if you want to be catered of the restaurants, you can order, have the private experience in a terrace for you for the 4 people as well. So really, we have so many options on this time. So life easy and more happy and enjoyable. It all depends.
Great
what
stuff.
do you want to eat? Yes.
Great stuff. Thank you so much. All right, that's beautiful. And agents, and for everyone on the call, joining us today, as you see, if you stay with us at the end when Florian does his magical drawing, you can win 4 nights at Bahamar, and you'll also have the opportunity, hopefully, to meet Anna because she's fortunate enough to be based out there. So stay with us. Don't forget, you can win 4 nights at Bahamar. Anna, I'm sure there's going to be lots of questions for you regarding weddings and
Yes,
honeymoons. So join the
yes,
chat, speak to our agents, and thank you so much. And do
so
say
much.
thank you to the general managers. We look forward to meeting them
Thank
as
you.
well. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I mean, we've had such a wonderful time together. We're traveling around the Caribbean. We've visited some great destinations. And the next stop on our virtual wedding and honeymoon roadshow is the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada, where we have not one but two great presenters, Lisa and Renee. So it's going to be great to hear from them, to see their presentation and all they've got to share with us about weddings and honeymoons on the Spice Island, Grenada. Right. So, Lisa, I believe that you're going to kick off this afternoon's presentation for Grenada, the Spice Island. So, what are you going to share with us about weddings and honeymoons?
Plenty, Carol. So yes, I'm ready, guys. So just to let you know, reintroduce myself. My name is Lisa Braithwaite, and I am the Trade and Community Manager of the Grenada Tourism Authority here in the UK. So, welcome. Welcome to Pure Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I'm not sure if anybody heard the music, but we literally said love many times. So it's very fitting for our wedding and honeymoon webinar with the CTO. And if you didn't know, now you know, but Pure Grenada has two sisters. So Carriacou and Petit Martinique awaits your clients too. So get in there. Connectivity. We love it. We hope you do too. And we are delighted to let you know that we will have Virgin Atlantic flying from Heathrow. And we also have British Airways flying from Gatwick. What we would like to advise you all is just to check on their websites, our airlines' websites, just to see which islands we will be touching down in going forward. Romance. What can we say? Important moments deserve the perfect setting. And Grenada has it all on this lush tropical island that not only boasts over 40 white sand beaches, but we also have a rich heritage. So Grenada definitely has your clients covered. So whether you wish to have your wedding on one of those beaches, why not? Because you'll find no shortage of beautiful beaches. Even goes further to let you know that Condé Nast Traveller named Grandin Beach one of 30 best beaches in the world. So you have options. Beneath the turquoise waters, yes, you can get married underneath the waters. And then furthermore, we've got signature gardens. We've won 15 gold medals at RHS Chelsea Flower Shows, so you definitely have that. And historic estates, because we are rich when it comes to our heritage. So the choice is yours as well as your clients. So I've mentioned about white sand beaches, but you have 9 black sand too. For couples enjoy exploring, then the national parks, waterfalls, River Entwine River Distillery, we actually have 3 rum distilleries on the island, and spice plantations make for excellent excursions, to name a few. If you are interested in off-land activities, then why not dive or snorkel our underwater sculpture park, giving newlyweds plenty to explore when it comes to Grenada. And we do have 5 artisan chocolate makers, so there's plenty of things to do when it comes to the island. We have something for you as well as your clients, because you may want to get married or renew your vows or whatever you desire on the island. So we're here to make that special day a special one, but also the days after for truly unforgettable moments. Grenada is that ideal location because we don't really have high-rise resorts on the beachfront, and we definitely have the calmness of the Caribbean Sea that just completes the perfect ambience for romance. So now I'm going to hand over to lovely Renee Moses.
Great
Hi,
stuff.
Lisa. Thank you.
Right, so before we hand over to Renee, I have a very quick question for you, Lisa. The Spice Island. The Spice Island. What flavors would you suggest that the bride and groom sample in their wedding buffet? What are some of the tasty local treats that you could suggest that they add just to ensure that their wedding fare has a spicy kick to it?
Oh, so when we say spicy, it's not so much about the heat, it's all about the flavor. So whether
Correct.
you are a meat eater, please enjoy all that chicken and all the meat that has to offer. And if you're vegetarian, then we have a abundance of veg for you to enjoy that's locally grown. And then for those pescatarians, we definitely got you covered when it comes to the fish. And then for the vegans, we cater for that too. So we have a large portfolio of things to do when it comes to food. But what Grenada does very well in is just adding our spices like nutmeg, cinnamon, turmeric. That's what it is. It's that secret ingredient to all your food desires.
Great stuff. Thank you very much. So, Renee, we're ready for you. What are you going to be sharing with us?
Alrighty, thank you so much, Carol and Lisa. Just to add to your lovely spices for the wedding, we can't forget desserts. We have spices here in Grenada. So for the desserts, we can have those little mini nutmeg ice cream cups, or a black cake, or a fruit cake, which is very popular here in Grenada. But today, for my part of the presentation, I'm going to be talking about just some of the legalities and logistics that go with having a wedding in Grenada. So as you know, well, you might not know, you need a minimum residency period of just 2 working days to get married in Grenada. So it's not a long time at all. And of course, you have your documents required for a wedding. For example, your valid UK passport, your birth certificate, your decree of absolute, and other certificates. In this current period now for COVID, to get into Grenada, you have to have a negative PCR test, which was done 3 days prior to arrival on the island. And for the wedding, we are allowing no more than 50 persons in the party. And what's good about Grenada is not only do we perform religious ceremonies, we also perform civil marriages as well. So that's really something that we are proud to, be able to provide to our couples who come here for a wedding. And just to let you know that, Grenada has a wide range of diverse properties and hotels and villas, from your 5-star to your 6-diamond hotels. And we have villas. We have all-inclusive packages where you can just come in and everything is done for you in one go. So Grenada is where love blossoms. And if you need any more information on this, you have your UK contact here, Lisa Braithwaite, who you just heard from. She has all the information that you would need. And that's it from us, really. We want to say thank you so much. Grenada is naturally a romantic place. We are peaceful. We have quaint, lovely locations with fantastic views. And of course, our many secluded beaches. So, couples are able to experience unique weddings, like Lisa mentioned, the underwater wedding ceremonies that we perform. So thank you so much from Lisa and myself from Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean.
Thank you so much, ladies. And I just love the information you shared about, the gastronomy and the different spices, and of course, whether it's sweet or savory. And I think one of my favorite things about Grenada as well is actually going into some of the spice markets and buying all the nutmegs and ginger and turmeric and lemongrass. And as you know, coming back and making banana bread and stuff. So I'm sure that couples who choose the Spice Island will have a wonderful time and so many great experiences. So thank you, ladies. Great. And get in the chat, because I'm sure that there's lots of things that people want to know also about some of the properties that you've got there and other experiences. So thank you so much to the Spice Island for their contribution to the Weddings and Honeymoon Showcase. Thank you both. So we've traveled across the Caribbean, and we're going to keep traveling. And now we're going to spend just a few minutes at the wonderful Bukuti and Tara Beach Resort in Aruba. Wow. You can always rely on the Caribbean to bring a little sunshine and happiness into your days. So let's move on. And where we're off to now? Well, we're off to Ocean Hotels in Barbados. And Kerry Bartholomew is going to tell us about the two great properties that they've got there. So over to you, Kerry.
Lovely. Thank you, Carol. So as Carol said, I'm representing Ocean Hotels today of Seabreeze Beach House, Ocean 2, which is soon to become the O2 Beach Club and Spa, and there is also the sister resort, South Beach. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Kerry from Clear Marketing, and here are my contact details should you need those later on. So as Carol said, this is all about weddings and honeymoons, and Barbados is a great destination in which to do that. So it was great seeing the Barbados presentation. You're already aware of the protocols and how easy it is to get to Barbados. We are, all of our resorts have stay safe protocols in place, and both the two hotels that are open, so Seabreeze Beach House and South Beach, are both certified resorts for you to come straight to. Now, O2 Beach Club and Spa, which I'll tell you a little bit more about opening next year, will also be the same. So our resorts are down in the south coast of Barbados, so a nice short transfer time from the airport. So after your long haul flight, just get into the car and you will be at our two resorts within 10 minutes of arrival. So starting with Seabreeze Beach House. Now this is our family-friendly, all-inclusive resort. And I'm just going to start the presentation by showing you this picture. This is my sister, Misha. Misha and Tom, they got married at Seabreeze Beach House last October. It's such a wonderful hotel for destination weddings. And, I'm fortunate enough to have been to many hotels in the Caribbean. And when they asked me for a recommendation, I said it has to be Seabreeze Beach House. I mean, as you can see from the beautiful photos, beautiful 1,000-foot stretch of beach. There's an amazing team, the wedding coordinators, Debbie and Matthew, who just take care of everything for you. So you may be familiar with the resort. It recently underwent a major refurbishment in 2018. So it's a kind of chic beach house feel. It's a luxury resort without the premium price tag. And as you can see when you arrive at the hotel, you look straight out to the beach. Now, this resort is great, whether it's just a couple going to get married or to have their honeymoon, or they want to take a couple of friends with them, or if they want to have a really large group, which is what we did. There's rooms for everybody. Now, I won't go through all of the different room categories, but this is really just to show you, this is what our lead-in room looks like. So we have rooms that overlook the garden, the ocean or oceanfront. But most of our wedding and honeymoon guests will upgrade to one of our brand new luxury oceanfront junior suites, which are these ones which directly look out at the ocean. We're fortunate enough to be unique in Barbados in that we have suites up to 4 bedrooms. So if you have got a wedding group that have got a large family, the 4-bedroom suites actually sleep up to 10 guests in there, which is unique within an all-inclusive setting. Now, we are a small resort. We've only got 122 rooms, but within that, we do actually have 6 different dining experiences. So there's lots of variety. All-inclusive doesn't have to mean all buffet. Whilst we do have a buffet restaurant, we have toes in the sand, beach barbecue, fine dining, snacks. This is really just a bit of a snapshot of the 6 different experiences that we have. You can see here in the bottom right, this is the Rum Shop Cafe, which is my favourite. So by day, they do specialty coffees, Bayesian sweet treats, rum cake. And then by night, they do a different variety of Caribbean rums, all included. A couple of nights a week, they might do a hog roast there, steel pan band, lots and lots of fun. We have got 3 pools at the resort. And what's great is that this side that you can see here is our adults only area. So the fact that we are adults, we are a family friendly resort doesn't need to deter wedding couples or those on honeymoon who don't want to take children. This is our adults only area with these amazing memory foam sun loungers right in front of the beach and an adults only pool. This is our family area where you certainly will have kids dive bombing into a swimming pool here. But that's great, if you do have a wedding group with families of all ages. This family pool is in front of the beach. It's next to the snack bar and a couple of seconds walk to the year-round complimentary kids club. We do also have a lap pool as well, where you can swim laps or you can do Caribbean dance fit, water polo. There's a great social team at Seabreeze Beach House. Now going on to weddings, which is what you're all here for. Weddings are free at Seabreeze Beach House. You just have to book 7 nights in an ocean view room or higher, and the wedding is free. There's no hidden charges. All of your taxes are included. One of either Debbie or Matthew will take you to the registry office. It's nice and easy. And Barbados weddings are legal in the UK. I got married in Barbados myself, so I can vouch for that. We have a number of venues across Seabreeze Beach House. This is probably the favourite. As I said, this is what my sister did, right down on the 1,000-foot stretch of beach. We also have this beautiful deck. This is a really nice area. If you want to have something quite dramatic, you can either have the wedding ceremony here, or like we did, we actually had the wedding reception here. You can have a barbecue set up. And this was actually our wedding group. So there's my sister there right in the middle. And as you can see from the picture, we had family and friends of all ages. Our youngest guest was 1 and the oldest was 80, and everybody had such a great time. There's lots of people actually going back next year. So as I said, can personally vouch for the resort, and it is a wonderful choice. So as an alternative, we do have O2 Beach Club and Spa. Now, some of you might be familiar because this was Ocean 2. So Ocean 2, which was our luxury bed and breakfast property within our portfolio, is currently closed. It's undergoing a major refurbishment, and it's going to be Barbados's newest luxury all-inclusive. So a 5-star resort opening June 2021. A bit like Seabreeze, there is going to be a block of brand new rooms. As you can see here, there's a couple of artist impressions of the style. 3 new restaurants, 4 bars, so really for foodies. We will have a water taxi between the 2 resorts, so you can go between the 2. We're also going to have our own spa as well. Now moving on. This is the opening lobby of Ocean 2. So in the past couple of years, we have already actually been renovating the property, but this greeting some of you may already be familiar with. It's a really contemporary style resort. This is our lounge and lobby area where we do a Sunday night jazz. We've got a coffee bar in here, and this is actually where you check into the resort. You complete your paperwork, look out to the beach. There's the pool and beach there. And we've got a lovely little pool in the front of the property. We have got an adults only rooftop terrace, which has a plunge pool, but the new area excuse me, the new area of the resort will also have a rooftop terrace as well. Now, this is an artist impression, as you can see. What you can see here on the right-hand side is our brand new block, which similarly to Seabreeze Beach House will have oceanfront rooms. We have got this lovely pool that runs in front. It's an adults-only block, and the rooms on the ground floor will be swim-up. Now, as well as O2 Beach Club and Spa being all-inclusive, the other difference is that we're going to have 3 distinct categories of rooms. We will have our club rooms, which are our lead-in rooms. And the middle category will be adults only. That is the luxury oceanfront junior suites, which you can see here. Very similar in terms of style to Seabreeze Beach House. And then we will also have our concierge collection, which are 1 and 2 bedroom suites. So as you can see on the image here, we have got a bedroom, a living room with a sofa bed, but also a fully equipped kitchen. Now you might ask, why do we need a kitchen in an all-inclusive resort where we have got a number of restaurants? But we kind of want to offer something a little bit different, which we're calling self-inclusive. So to still utilise those kitchen facilities, if guests want to have a recipe box delivery, we can do that. If you want to have pre-arrival groceries, if they want to prepare some of their meals in room, they can. But that said, there are a number of restaurants as well. So I love this one, which is the Bluefin Beachfront Grill. Oro Restaurant is our brand new signature fine dining restaurant, and also Elements, which is going to be an outdoor restaurant and bar. You can see these are artist impressions, but we are using the same designer that we had at Seabreeze Beach House, so we know this is really how it's going to look. Now, similarly to Seabreeze Beach House, we will be offering free weddings as well, again with a number of venues that you can choose actually across the group. You can go between the 2, but definitely a beach ceremony like this is something that you will love, and it is the same wedding coordinators that you have at Seabreeze Beach House. So we are opening on the 1st of June next year, already bookable with the major tour operators that you already work with. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to get in touch, and thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you, Kerry. It's always so great to hear about your properties. Now, a quick question I want to ask, even though I know the agents can chat with you now and can type in their questions and you'll respond to them. I want to know the wedding packages. You've said that getting married, there's no cost to the package. What about if guests want a wedding cake, flowers? Are these extra costs? Are they included? How does that work?
No, I mean, when we say free wedding, we mean a free wedding, everything that you would normally pay for here in the UK. So your bouquet, the groom's buttonniere, your cake, your bottle of champagne for toasting, that is all included. I mean, that said, there are lots more options. If you want to have a wedding reception with a Caribbean barbecue, you want to have your own private bar, or you want to upgrade the flowers, change the colour scheme, then it can be completely personalised. But genuinely, you can come here and have your free wedding and not need to buy anything else. So, weddings have been cancelled here in the UK. So, save your money, go and combine your wedding and your honeymoon, and it's all included.
Kerry, thank you so much for that clarification. That is really great for our agents to know. And I also know that they can go on your website and they can get a lot more information. And we look forward to hearing about how many weddings you welcome to those properties in 2021. So thank you, Kerry. And please, if you've got questions for Kerry, chat to us now. Let's keep things moving and ask all the questions you need to ask. Thank you.
Thank you.
So haven't we just had a wonderful afternoon here, going around the Caribbean and meeting some of our destination partners, some of the hotels, and understanding more about weddings and honeymoons and all the wonderful experiences. But our journey doesn't end here. We're now going to move on to the beautiful island of St. Lucia, and I welcome Nicole Compton to tell us all about weddings and honeymoons in St. Lucia. Nicole, over to you.
Thank you, Carol, and thank you so much for joining us today. Today I'm going to tell you why St. Lucia is inspired by romantics and inspired by love. St. Lucia is the only country in the Caribbean to be named after a woman, which is why we say, let her inspire you. Let her inspire you with her resume, her beauty, places to stay, unique experiences, romantic locations, and I'm also going to tell you why she is known as the romance capital of the Caribbean. So, why St. Lucia? St. Lucia is an award-winning destination. We are proud to have won the world and the Caribbean's leading honeymoon destination quite a numerous amount of times. We do have diverse accommodation, unique experiences, and we also give a personalized approach to first-class service. We have a range of delicious global gourmet dining, year-round tropical climate, iconic locations, and destination wedding experts who can take care of everything for your clients. We are also proud to announce that we are the world's leading honeymoon destination, awarded by World Travel Awards. That's been awarded to us for 2020, so it really goes to show when people think of special romantic occasions, they think of St. Lucia as one of their top choices. So what can St. Lucia offer your clients? And they can offer unique proposals, bachelor and bachelorette parties, elopements, destination weddings, honeymoons, anniversaries, vow renewals, and also iconic romantic celebrations. Now, let me inspire you with her beauty. So St. Lucia is home to UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Piton Mountains. These are our two volcanic twin peaks towering above the Caribbean Sea. They make some of the most amazing backdrops for your clients' special occasions, whether it's their weddings, proposals, honeymoons, vow renewals, or just those romantic pictures that they want to treasure for years and years to come. We also have some beautiful beaches in St. Lucia, and we're fortunate enough to have both white and black sandy beaches in St. Lucia. We are surrounded by two waters. We do have the Caribbean Sea on our west coast and the Atlantic Ocean on our east coast, so it's perfect for those memorable moments that your clients will come to enjoy and love in St. Lucia. And we also have some of the most iconic locations as well. One of my favorites is Pigeon Island National Park. This was actually the home to the British when they were fighting with the French for St. Lucia. So there you can see some of the original ruins, the cannons, their houses, where they used to live. So it gives a really nice historic feel to any special romantic occasion. Now, we are perfect for proposals. So if your clients are thinking of a destination proposal, we do have some romance experts who can take care of everything for them. Here are some options of where your clients can pop the question in St. Lucia. One of this will be on the summit of the Piton Mountains, floating above a coral reef beneath Petit Piton, under a waterfall, during a private sunset cruise, whale watching, on a candlelight dinner on the beach, on a helicopter transfer, or on our historic Fort Rodney, which you saw in the previous image. And now when we move into destination weddings, so if your clients are engaged or they pop the question in St. Lucia, we'll now head over to helping them plan their destination wedding. So we are fortunate enough to have no residency period, which means your clients can get married within being on island for a few hours. So that's perfect for any cruise ship passengers because they just have a few hours in St. Lucia. If they fall in love with the destination, they can definitely get married within the same day. There is a same-day marriage fee of 540 Eastern Caribbean dollars. And if your clients are getting married in 2 days or more, then there is a normal fee of 335 Eastern Caribbean dollars for their marriage license. Now, all standard documentation is required for getting married in St. Lucia. This includes passports, birth certificate, and if you have any clients who are divorced or a widow or widower, then they will need some supplementary documents, or a decree absolute, death certificate, or if they have also changed their name, then deed poll, etc. would be required as well. All this information on the documentation for getting married in St. Lucia can be found on our website, stlucia.gov. Now I'm going to inspire with some iconic locations in St. Lucia where your clients can choose to have their weddings. One of my favorites is, as I mentioned before, is definitely Pigeon Island National Park, with those ruins from the battles between the French and the English. In front of a cascading waterfall, we do have quite a lot of beachside weddings which take place in St. Lucia as well. Also, our botanical gardens pose a very rustic, natural venue for weddings on one of our luxury resorts or villas. On a catamaran cruise overlooking the iconic Piton Mountains, we do host underwater weddings as well in one of our historic parks or religious buildings. Or Sandals Grand in St. Lucia does have the only over-the-water chapel on island as well. Now I'm just going to inspire with some of those images of some of the iconic wedding venues in St. Lucia. So whether it's on a deck out at sea, overlooking the beautiful Piton Mountains. If your client's looking for an intimate or a large wedding, we can cater to those. And that small, lovely setting of the over-the-water chapel at Sandals Grand, St. Lucia. In our cathedral church, which is located in the capital of St. Lucia, which is Castries. On a beach beneath the Pitons, or also overlooking the Pitons, having them as your backdrop, or in the mountain, in the hilltops of the Pitons as well. As you can see from a lot of our images, our iconic Pitons do make the most amazing backdrops for any romantic occasion, whether it's on top, beneath, or in far distance. We do have some amazing villas who are able to host weddings as well on their grounds, whether your client's looking for a small intimate wedding or a larger size wedding. And as I mentioned before, we can host under the water weddings in St. Lucia. And we did have a dive couple previously get married in the north of the island, and we had a dive master get ordained, and he was able to perform that ceremony. Now, it couldn't be easier to get to St. Lucia. British Airways and TUI offer direct flights from London Gatwick to Heronor International, which is located in the south of the island. And TUI also offers a service out of Manchester as well. So if you have any clients in the north of the island, we can definitely cater to them flying directly from Manchester into Heronor International. Please check our flight schedules on both British Airways and TUI's websites. As we are in COVID times, there have been some changes, but starting from the 12th of December, British Airways will be operating a daily service to St. Lucia, and TUI will be offering a weekly service as well. So once your clients have arrived in St. Lucia, their private transfers await, whether it's a luxury, deluxe, or a standard car, or even a helicopter transfer that will take them from the airport to their resort. Now in St. Lucia, we host some epic events, whether it's bachelor or bachelorette parties, Baha and pub crawls, themed catamaran cruises, parties at sea, dinner cruises, rehearsal dinners with a difference, speedboat adventures, and also spa days. We have a phrase in St. Lucia that we say, we host receptions that rock, whether it's a small intimate steel band or a soloist jazz player. If they're like a full band with fire breathers and dancers, we can cater to any budget and any needs of your clients. One of my favorites is definitely having our bachelor and bachelorette party take place at the Grosley Street Party, which is every Friday night in St. Lucia. Unfortunately, this is not possible at the moment as we are in COVID times. However, we're excited to when we're able to host these bachelor and bachelorette parties again at the Grosley Street Party. Now, I'm just going to inspire you with a couple of places to stay in St. Lucia. We have a range of luxury villas, boutique hotels, inns, anything that your client needs, and we can cater to all of their needs. Whether your clients want to have a small intimate wedding or they at a resort, or they want to just spend some time with the whole bridal party and the family, we can definitely do that. From Jade Mountain, one of our iconic properties, which overlooks the Piton Mountains, to Ladera, which is situated right in between the Pitons. Sugar Beach is located along the beach front of the Pitons, where you can actually touch the bottom of Piti Pita from the end of the beach. We do have a beautiful boutique property called Eastwinds located in the north of the island, which can host some amazing intimate weddings. And you can also do buyouts as well, where the whole party can stay at the resort. Windjammer Landing Villa Beach Resort, also available, also located in the north of the island, is perfect for any size resort because they have quite a lot of area capacity where they're able to host many different size weddings. And Cap Maison, finally at the top of the island, is a lovely Mediterranean style property, which is able to host again many various different sizes of weddings, whether it's a small intimate wedding on their rooftop or taking over the whole grounds of the property. Now, St. Lucia, Now, the best part about getting married in St. Lucia is that you can have your honeymoon straight after. So we have a range of various different experiences that your clients can enjoy, from champagne horseback riding at sunset, to chocolate making, to dining in a wedding cellar or a rum cave, to unique spa experiences, helicopter tours, romantic candlelight dinners, kayaking and private picnics, rainforest trails and waterfall discoveries, also private excursions, and we can do those custom itineraries for your clients. Some of this could include a private day at the Mud Baths in Soufrière. We are home to the Caribbean's only drive-through volcano, when you can have a sulfuric mud bath, which they do say make you come out looking 10 years younger. So if your clients want to just get their skin and prepared before their big day, then it's something that I would definitely recommend. And just to recap, in St. Lucia, we have experienced and qualified creative romantic professionals who are there to orchestrate and execute the dreams of your clients. We have a variety of options to create unique and bespoke moments to remember. And we also are home to some of the world's best hotels and villas in the Caribbean region. We want your clients to fall in love with her, and we also want them to say I do to St. Lucia. This is how you can stay connected with us. We do have a trade Facebook page called St. Lucia Expert. We've also got a training program as well called St. Lucia Expert, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm sure I will be in contact with all of you after the webinar. So if you do have any questions, then let's definitely connect in the chat box. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I've inspired you with St. Lucia.
Nicole, you have definitely inspired everyone. That was an absolutely amazing presentation, filled with information to the point where there's nothing left for me to ask, because you have covered every single aspect of weddings and honeymoons in St. Lucia.
Thank you.
Well done. I have nothing to ask. I can only say
Thank you.
fabulous. And I am sure that the chat box is just running away with so many different questions. But yeah, absolutely great. And let's just hope that once we can get everyone traveling and families feel confident that we can get everyone out there, grandma, bride, groom, parents, children, everyone, to have a wonderful experience in St. Lucia. Thank you so much. That was brilliant.
Thank you,
And
Carol.
now we're going to close the presentation segment with a video from Sandals Resorts International. So let's see what Sandals is sharing with us today.
Morning sun, I feel you touch me in the pouring rain, and the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave, and it's me you need to show. You're the light in my deepest, darkest doubt. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think I care for you when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really mean to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, and you come to me on a summer breeze, and it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me.
Great. Don't you just love the Caribbean? We've seen so much of what the Caribbean has to offer today. We've heard presentations from the English, the Dutch, and the Spanish speaking Caribbean. It's been just amazing. You know, we've seen presentations from Aruba, from Barbados, from St. Lucia. We've had an experience with Casa de Campo in the Dominican Republic. We've heard from Aruba Bukuti. It's just been an amazing time. And now it's time to select some prizes. So I'm going to hand over to my colleague Florian. Remember, he's going to select the winners for 4 nights at Bahamas in Nassau. Also the winner for 4 nights at Ocean Hotels in Barbados. We have a bottle of rum from St. Lucia, and we have a lovely gift bag from Grenada with lots of spices and other exciting things. So over to Florian as he selects the winners.
Thank you so much, Carol. And as you said, we really hope that we've been able to inspire you. Thank you for being with us, staying with us, engaging with us and our partners. We're very delighted to have you again. We hope that we've been able to inspire you when it comes to wedding and honeymoons in the Caribbean. And we've seen that the Caribbean countries, they don't only offer a stunning backdrop, but they also can provide opportunities of relaxation, romance, and seclusion, which is very important nowadays. So as mentioned by Carol, our partners have some lovely prize for you. So let's proceed with the prize draw. You now know how it works. So we can start very soon with the first prize draw, which is offered by Shakira and the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, and they are offering a lovely gift bag. So let's see who is the first winner of this lovely gift bag from Shakira at the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. And we have Claire Filmer. Congratulations, Claire. If you're still here, please type your winner in the chat. Scream, do something, manifest yourself. We want to hear and know that you're here with us. Claire? Nothing yet. Claire Filmer, are you here? A lovely goodie bag from Antigua and Barbuda. No one? Right. So give us 5 seconds, and if not, we will pick another name and spoil someone else with this lovely prize. Oh, Claire, you're here. Congratulations. It was 2 seconds away from drawing another name, so congratulations to you, Claire. The second lovely prize that we have is another gift bag, but time for the Grenada Tourism Authority, and generously offered by Lisa and Renee that we've seen before. The really lucky Renee, who is in the Caribbean, and could see the Caribbean, sunny Caribbean weather at the back. So let's see who's got this lovely prize from the Grenada Tourism Authority, a lovely gift bag. And we have Jane Walsh. Congratulations, Jane. You've won a lovely gift bag from Grenada Tourism Authority. Are you with us, Jane? Are you still here? Not yet? Not yet? Nothing, not yet. Jane, congratulations. Grenada always spoils you with lovely, lovely items in the goodie bags, as all our partners do, because this is how we do it in the Caribbean. We're very generous. Now, the third prize is, as Carol mentioned, and I could say that you were very excited in the chat box, right? And it's quite rightly as well, because we all love a really delicious bottle of rum from St. Lucia. And we have Chrissy. Chrissy, you've won a lovely bottle of rum, handcrafted in paradise, as they say in St. Lucia. Congratulations, Chrissy. That was very quick. We know that we've got a rum in the game when it goes very quickly like this. Excellent, congratulations. Now, it is time to do the prize draw for our grand prizes. And it's 5 to 5, Tuesday evening in London. Quite cold and dark, as you can see, but all of us are expecting to be winning this great prize. And our first grand prize is offered by Anna, who is generously offering 4 nights room only at the amazing Grand Hyatt Bahamas that she's just presented to us. And we saw the 3 directors introducing and greeting us, and that was really lovely. So thank you, Anna, and the Bahama team. And let's see who is going to have a chance to embrace the culture of the Bahamas at Grand Hyatt Bahama in this luxurious and spectacular hotel beach resort located on the pristine Cable Beach in Nassau in the Bahamas. So the first winner of the grand prize is Jacqueline Brady. Congratulations, Jacqueline. You've been chatting in the chat. I've seen your name pop up a couple of times, so I hope you stayed with us until the end. Congratulations, Jackie. We're really happy for you. We're going to have an amazing time in Nassau in the Bahamas. Right. Now it's time to pick the last winner of tonight, and let's change the rules and the format, and let's see who can write a lovely and romantic letter to Cedric from Barbados in less than 10 minutes, and then we'll pick who's written the most lovely prize and lovely letter. All right, we've got 2 seconds to go. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm joking. We're just gonna do a normal prize draw. I'm gonna save you from writing this lovely letter to Cedric, even though we know that we would love to go to Barbados, and this is why Kerry from Clear Marketing is kindly offering 4 nights all-inclusive in Barbados. Today Barbados is our headline sponsor, and we do thank them for their support. And these 4 nights all-inclusive are split between these 2 properties. And listen to this, we've seen your great reactions when we saw Kerry's presentation and these stunning properties. We have 2 nights at the brand new O2 Beach Club and Spa in a luxury oceanfront junior suite. And the second following night will be spent at Seabreeze Beach House in a classic oceanfront room. So we're very delighted. Thank you very much to our partners for their support. And let's hear now who's going to be able to go to Barbados very soon, next year. And the winner is Kobe Cronenberg. Kobe, are you still with us? Congratulations, Kobe. I've been told that you are still here. Well done to you. Well done to all of the winners. Congratulations. And we know that for an occasion as special as romantic as a wedding, there is really no better place to celebrate than the Caribbean. Congratulations. Thank you to all our partners. Thank you to Carol. And look forward to see you very soon in the Caribbean.
Congratulations to all the winners. Oh, you're so lucky to have won trips. Imagine being able to stay at the fantastic Baha in Nassau. And let's hope that Anna will be there at that time and you'll have the opportunity to meet her. And oh my goodness, also to be able to go to Barbados and spend time at both the ocean hotels and the lovely rum and spices that will be coming to you. It's been an amazing time with the Caribbean. We've thoroughly enjoyed being with you. And we hope and trust that you all have so much more information about weddings and honeymoons in the Caribbean. You can visit our website, caribbean.co.uk. You'll also receive the link to the presentations, the videos, our YouTube channel, so that you can catch up on all the training that we've done. It's all about the Caribbean. We rely on experts. I always say that it's experts working with experts. So thank you so much. And once again, I want to thank our headline sponsor, Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, Aruba Tourism Authority, Baha in Nassau, Grenada Tourism Authority, Ocean Hotels in Barbados, St. Lucia Tourism Authority, and also the hotels that shared their beautiful videos with us. It's been an amazing time. It's all about the Caribbean. So my presenters and I are going to wave to you, and we're going to say thank you so much for all your support, for joining the Caribbean. Keep chatting, keep talking away to us. We'll be with you for a few more minutes. Thank you for supporting the Caribbean, and we will work with you to ensure that things get better for everyone. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.